Welcome to the Whiskey Vault.
I'm Rex.
I'm Daniel.
He's a level 3 whiskey sommelier.
He's a master mooch, and I've got this new thing where I'm doing the fist instead of the clapping.
Oh, I got a new thing.
Yeah? Ah! Okay, so today we are drinking Wyoming Whiskey. I've had quite a few people request this one as well. I'm finally getting back to the requests because we've finished working our way through a large chunk of the gifted whiskeys.
Yeah.
We've still got a few coming. There's still more, but I wanted to get back to the list that's now 4 to 6 months old.
Yeah.
So technically this is a bourbon, a small batch bourbon.
Speaking of, for all the new people that are requesting stuff, every time you request something, we put it on the list, but the waiting list is about
14 pages currently,
right,
of 12-point type. Wyoming Whiskey, this is cool, I think. I was surprised at how much I liked this. This is, last time I checked, it was around 5-year-old bourbon. They're making it themselves, not sourcing it. They actually, when they built the place, it was the Meade family in Wyoming. They've been ranchers in Wyoming for over 100 years. They are hardcore, serious ranching Wyoming family. They're probably 4 of the only 9 people in Wyoming. I'm just kidding.
That's right.
The mash bill on this is 68% corn, according to the last time I checked. 68% corn, 20% wheat, 12% malted barley.
I don't know what like. It smells. I think I'm too close to the whiskey we had just tried before.
Yeah.
Because I get the classic sweetness, the caramel, the smell, but there's more going on in here.
One fun little fact, when they first started, they pulled in Steve Nally of Maker's Mark fame. He's a Bourbon Hall of Fame inductee.
Yeah.
33 years in the bourbon industry. At Maker's Mark, half of them is master distiller, and they pulled him in to help consult. Now Sam Mead, one of the family members, is now the, yeah, right? Time for a reset. By the way, coffee bean people, I was doing some research this weekend, researching whether coffee beans really do, in fact, reset the nose, because I've been at wine tastings where they gave you coffee beans. I've been in wine trainings where they gave you coffee beans. I've been in perfumer groups who said they use coffee beans. Yeah. And so I'm like, okay, why is that? And I just wanted to know why.
From the coffee lobby.
Yeah. So I went and looked it up. It turns out there's a couple of recent studies that totally disproved that as false.
But it looks
that they're useless.
It looks fancy.
That people who had or hadn't had them could discern no difference in change whatsoever. And what the people who did the studies decided was your best bet is to smell your own scent because it's your body's ground zero.
All right.
So go for the elbow.
I just feel fancier
with a little
smelling
container of coffee beans
than I do sniffing my own body.
Yeah, it's more like, I'm good. How about you? Yeah, it looks like I did better on this side this morning.
Abort the reset. Abort the reset.
Oh! It just makes me think of that little video on YouTube with the monkey scratches, smells, and falls out of a tree.
No. Dude, that's like from the early 2000s.
I know, that's when I was more on YouTube.
Hip end with it?
Yeah, that was like 14 years ago.
You're a crusty old man.
Oh, I really am.
So what am I doing?
Dude, okay, what is that? Don't say anything. There's something right on the edge of this that as soon as I tasted it, I went, oh my God, I know that taste, and it's nothing bourbon related.
Am I getting kumquats?
No,
I'm getting kumquats.
You know how we said that we found eucalyptus in the Bulleit Rye? I think I'm getting eucalyptus.
I think there may
in this bourbon.
There's eucalyptus in the bourbon. We will confirm.
So,
we're confirming with the Bulleit Rye.
This is really good, though.
Yeah, I haven't tasted it yet. I've just been caught up in the smell because I couldn't put my finger on it. But I think you're right with eucalyptus.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So I'll tell you that my experience with eucalyptus was, for about 8 years, I lived in the central coast of California.
Eucalyptus unfolds into some leather and some wood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For about 8 years, I lived in central coast of California, and there are eucalyptus trees in that part everywhere. And there was one point where my car was parked under an entire row of eucalyptus trees, and in certain times of year, and when it rains, the smell is dense and just overwhelming, and it's that smell of a eucalyptus tree that this taste is reminding me of. Now, I didn't get it in the smell at all, which is weird. When I was smelling it, I didn't pick up eucalyptus.
No. It was about 3 or 4 minutes of me doing nothing but smelling, and I couldn't get it. I think I said too much Irish whiskey too quickly.
But you take a sip.
And then I came back to this. No. Like immediately before I took a sip, I finally got eucalyptus on the smell.
You reset?
I was thinking it was kumquats. It actually is eucalyptus.
I will tell you though, now on the smell, have you ever peeled a corn husk?
No, it's roses.
Yeah, a rose bush.
Yeah.
Not a bush, an actual rose. Like, shove your nose down in the middle of it, dense, perfumey. Right, this is a fantastic bourbon. Right. This is like no bourbon experience I've ever described before.
Way to go, Wyoming. Yeah.
Hells yes, is all I have to say. This is the rye, right? Yeah.
Yep.
I always mix up the colors on Bulleit. Which one's the rye, which one's the bourbon.
I think we have found...
Yeah, it totally is, even in the smell.
This is the closest to a bourbon has been to a rye, and a rye has been to a bourbon.
But they don't have any rye in their mix. They have wheat.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. That is weird.
So if you like eucalyptus, then...
Wow, yeah, it's more dominant on the Bulleit Rye.
It is. And again,
the rose brings it down.
On the taste, it starts with leather and some oak.
Man, I'm so excited. We've talked about this whiskey more than about just about any whiskey we've done on the show with no distraction, because there's so much going on.
Well, because it's surprising.
Yeah, it really is surprising.
I was going into this like, Wyoming, it's a beautiful state with 7 people.
And 97 or 8,000 square miles.
Right. So I'm not expecting anything like new and different and unique. And yeah, this is a surprising whiskey in terms of it's not weird and challenging, but it's not classic. There's different things going on here than just a classic.
You know, I wonder if we would find as much if we went to this from bourbon.
Just do it.
Instead of, no, I mean, like, we'll have to try it another time. We came at this from Irish whiskey.
Right.
I wonder if it would be as magical if we came from a bourbon classification into this whiskey. It might be a little different.
All right, go do that. I'll read the comments.
No. I can't reset that quickly. It's going to have to be another video.
You have performance anxiety?
Yeah, I can't do it while you're watching.
Jose in real life. Hey guys, been watching your stuff for a while, and it has increased my interest in whiskey. I live in Arizona, close to the Mexican border, and I'm wondering if there are any Mexican whiskeys out there that may be good. I usually like sweeter drinks, but I'm always open to try new flavors. Do we know of any Mexican whiskeys?
No. So it turns out there was an article, not recently, but a little bit back, announcing the world's first Mexican whiskey. It's called like Williams something or other, Williams 8 or Williams 18 or something like that.
Sounded Mexican, right?
Yeah, I know. That's what surprised me too. But it was a Mexican whiskey. And so I have no idea what the Mexican whiskey, I will tell you this. The hard thing about doing any kind of alcohol in Mexico is there's not as solid regulation enforcement. And so you can use terms a little more loosely, and no one's really checking up on it until it gets distributed into the U.S. And even then, sometimes they're not checking up on it. I will tell you this, though, because you're so close to Mexico, I freaking love tequilas, and especially mezcal. To me, mezcal is the Scotch of tequila. Nice. And so if you want to work your way into whiskey, start with añejo tequila, because it's barrel aged at least a year, right? And then work your way into mezcal to get some of the smoky notes. I would suggest Del Maguey Vida is a really good one that's not too expensive and it's not overly sweet. And don't get the mezcals where they've added the sweetness back into it, just straight mezcal. And if you can get a taste for those, because there's wonderful nuance in those, then you're ready. You're just ready to get right into whiskey.
Daniel Antonio Cervantes. Can I get a mention on the next episode? Yes.
Yes. And done. And scene.
Cristiano Leo. You recommended Delmore 12 after I tried Aberlour 12 in the Balvenie Doublewood. And is definitely a darker, richer, burnt brown sugar and candied pecan mouthful.
I'm glad you got the pecan, because that was
pecan mouthful.
Yeah.
I never knew that Scotch whiskey could be so dark, complex, and mysterious. Now I need something somewhere between Aberlour 12 and Dalmore 12.
Dude, you're really narrowing it now. I mean, like, so it's like I need something between the colors of red and blue. It's like, okay, we got options. Now you're like, I need something between the colors of blue and a slightly different shade of blue. Can you name that? It's like, well, it's another slightly different shade of blue, maybe?
Robin's egg?
Yeah, exactly. So you're getting really picky, man. Like, go out and drink some damn whiskey and find it for your damn self. I will point you in the one direction, which is, and this popped in my head earlier.
I will confirm to make sure it's the right direction.
Yeah, you probably will. Go see if you can find Glendronach. Specifically, the 12 is their sherry bomb, kind of heavy. Glendronach, it's called the, like, Revival or something like that. Or the original.
I'm trying desperately to find this because if I can, I get to try it.
No, not true. Not true. Not true.
All right, Chris.
All right, hold back because we're gonna. Oh, okay, you're all good.
Chris Buckaloo.
Yeah, Buckaloo.
Buckaloo.
What's your problem, Buckaloo?
Flaming brick would be a nightmare. Yes,
yeah, dude. What is up with everyone's fascination with the flaming brick? Why are we spending all of our lives thinking about the vault burning down?
Because you put it in the comments. You choose the comments. You put it in the comments.
Now, I put it in there because you're not the only one who said that. Here's the thing. I'm going to go on record as saying I'm not going to talk about the vault burning down anymore. Ever.
All right, so
because I just don't even want to think about it.
I think inside everybody there's
terrified.
There's a little bit of an anarchist.
Yeah.
And whenever you see a room full of breakable things, you just like, have the thought, what would happen if?
If I had a bat.
But I too would say the whiskey. If I die, people would say at least 'twas a good death.
That's why I picked his, because I'd say yes. If you came in here to rescue the whiskey and we had to bury you afterwards, Rex and I would drink in your honor.
There's a fire. Where's Buckaloo?
Yeah. It was a good death. That's 2 out of 2.
Again.
Yeah.
And you're closer.
Yeah, I was doing it left-handed.
Don't embarrass yourself.
All right, here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
You fight, may you fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal a lover's heart.
If you drink,
may you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, and drop a question or comment down below.